Okay, it's looking extremely rough back here. The fish are alive and stuff, but they're very skittish. Every time I get close, they be like, bye. And so the point is, today I removed my giant leaf bamboo, which while I was yanking it out of the ground, split off into some multiple pieces. Though as far as I know, I got all of the actual roots. So if you look at the running bamboos, it should be pointed on the end, right? So that's how you know you got the end of it. Though since I'll still have access to this property or whatever, because it's my parents' house or whatever, I can come back in spring and see if any new plants sprout. Are you annoying? The ducks are looking for worms and stuff in the freshly plowed, if you will, ground, because I used a garden hoe to loosen the ground around where the bamboo plant was, which is right there, right, holding the edge of the pond. That's how I was able to grow this amount. It's only been in the ground for about 13 months. Can I help you, Waffles? She said, look at this freshly turned ground. I'm gonna eat all the bugums. Yeah, so it's right next to the duck pond, right? So when I tell you this thing has been fertilized aggressively, not only because it's literally tapping, it had roots literally growing into the edge of the water, right into the water. So especially when it floods, so like all of those roots that are hanging off the edge were getting like an what's that word I can't think of? You know, getting as much fertilizer and water as they possibly could want. And then the roots, like this long piece was growing back towards growing away from the pond. So I'm going to point it out so you can see where the spring growth is going to pop back up. I'm moving this to my new food forest. So look, all of these are new combs. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this to the other place. I'm working on putting the fence up over there so that once I move the ducks over there, they can be set free once again. But that's the length of the rhizome, that good duck pond water, and that's the end of it. You see how it's still pointed. Yeah. So the bamboo is good for cutting through clay, because this is the ground. This is like butthole sludge, or butt sauce as I call it, from the ducks and clay. So I was digging out the bottom of the pond for the edges, and it helps to solidify the edges of the pond and fertilize the plants. There's another bamboo that I'm going to move, but I'm just walking around. It's looking raggedier and raggedier as I pull out the plants from here and move them over to the other place where I'm starting a new duck pond for my babies. Hey, Stinkies! You said I'm annoying? Stinky birds! Hello! Excuse me. Hello, Bubbles. Is that you, Macadamia? You said I'm annoying? Yeah. You're so cute. I love you. These birds don't care about me. Anyways, as you can see, look raggedy. That's where I pulled the giant leaf bamboo from. And it was really holding that edge. The roots, like the root system, you see all of the overturned part. Like I didn't do any like excess digging. I just used the hoe to loosen up that spot where, like, right around the root system, because that outside, like edge on the pond side, there's clearly no ground there. So it was growing directly into the pond water. Oh, well, since this bamboo was right here, let me show you how. So, like, you see how this rhizome, the ground, after I threw some stuff, is this ground is shifting as it got watered in well, and then the ducks come in and be annoying and move the mud around. But this is the rhizome. This is the sweet shoot bamboo. So anyways, this is how the bamboo will grow into the water. So bamboo is not an aquatic plant. So once they hit their water, these rhizomes will keep growing like into the water, but like they can't be in the ground anymore because there is no ground right there. So, but that means they're getting really aggressively fertilized, because as you can see, my little clowns over here are doing their duck business, adding butthole sauce. And if this water wasn't so aggressively polluted with their butthole sauce, I would add fish to it for additional fertilizer. But we're gonna try this again at the other place in the new food forest to see if I can get the pond plants established all the way around to keep the water cleaner. Yeah, they going in there. They actually really like the bamboo plants, because these are evergreen. The weather has been back and forth, so that plant looks raggedy, but this one is a better example. Evergreen provides some sky cover throughout the winter season, so you have that. And it's kind of, this is a small plant. Once this plant is big, these columns are supposed to get up to 40 feet tall. Might even be taller, just because of how aggressively they get fertilized by the duck pond. So I'm gonna move those to the other food forest and start again. So now that I know much more about growing food forests and stuff, and I have my handy fertilizing feathered crew, it should go much faster this time around. I already added some more fruit trees over there, and then we got to figure out how to get these trees from here to there. Starts crying. So, all right, let's get to packing up this bamboo. Yes, little giant leaf bamboo, grow. That's that rhizome, and that's the original plant that went in. It looks scraggly now, but when it's reestablished and not, the weather's not wacko, it'll be back to being green. All right.